What's up guys, Everett Smith here, and today I'm making life easier, but not just for real estate. I wanted to talk a little bit about my backpack. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because I watch people who go to their offices, commute around the city. You know, girls have purses so they can carry all of their stuff with them. Obviously they have everything you could possibly need in there. Handbags or satchels or even messenger bags, those weren't gonna cut it for me. I am someone who has always taken pride in my backpack. When I got this one, I was really looking for a very great backpack that would do everything that I needed it to do. Honestly, this one blew away all expectations because it's just got so many different pockets and places to hold things, and I'm going to do my review on it now. And stick to the end where I will include my grade on the backpack and how I came to that conclusion with all the different factors that I look for in a backpack. So I've had this backpack for about 3 years now and I love everything about it. It's still held up. It's a little bit dirty, but I want to say thank you to Nomatic for making an awesome product that has withstood the test of time. And they are not paying me to make this video, but if you felt so inclined to make a purchase of the backpack after watching it, I will include a link in the description below so that you can make your move and get, if not this exact backpack, one that's similar and probably more updated with more features in it. Let me show you how many pockets this backpack truly has. I'm gonna empty this thing out so you can see how much I truly can fit in here on the regular basis and why I find it so helpful in the first place. So I'm gonna start with the very first pocket, which includes all of my utilitarian stuff. One of the first pockets that you'll notice here actually is this RFID safe pocket, which is awesome because, you know, if you have your credit cards or a wallet in your bag, I know that there are devices that can actually scan your wallet or credit cards or things like that from a distance away, or at least like up close to it. So this pocket is protected for that reason, and it's got very easy access. You know, I usually keep my license, shout out to my real estate license, that's what I normally keep in there. I just find it to be the helpful pocket, the one that I can use if I want to hide anything away, if there's something that I don't want someone to look at if they're going through my bag. Just below it, you'll see that there is another similar pocket. What do I keep in here? I keep cleaning supplies in here, so that I have some Purell pouches, a ton of different wet Lysol wipes, I think, and a bottle opener. Towards the bottom, there are two additional, hold on. There are some two mesh pockets that are on the front side flap. So normally I keep Band-Aids in one of them, and then the other one, I don't even know. Oh, my access card for my office in New York City. My Brooklyn one I keep in my wallet. And at the bottom there are two extra pouches here. I usually have this reusable grocery bag in it. You never know when you're gonna go grocery shopping. Here you'll see I have a couple of pens. All what you're looking at here is just some more mesh pockets, 4 of them actually, which are super great for things like my business cards. I always keep my business cards in there. I have some batteries in there, although those actually shouldn't even be in there. There's a tool that I keep in here. Aquaphor's hand sanitizer spray. Ooh, this is really helpful. I always keep a tape measure and an electrical tape measure so that I can measure things or measure ceilings whenever needed to. And then I just keep some tape if I'm taping open house door signs to a door. And this pocket, like, it has this expandable piece here, so it comes out pretty far and it opens all the way. Actually, every single pocket, which is great about this bag, every single pocket opens down to the bottom here, so you'll never have trouble accessing the bag if you need to get into it. While I'm on the zippers, you will also notice that each and every zipper has the locks mechanism capable. So if you wanted to add some sort of like little handy lock to keep your stuff closed away, that would be an option for you. Now the most important pocket here is actually my key pocket slot. So I keep all of my keys in this top pocket. So there's not too many today, but on any regular basis, I usually have 3 or 4 sets of keys on me. And it's really important to make sure that I have a spot that I can easily access them and not get them confused with all of my other keys. They do have a spot where you could potentially like hook up either a cord or back in the day it used to be like those headphones cords, but I think now it's more for like a charger, where if you wanted to put your phone in this pocket, you could use your charger to connect it in there. The problem for me was that I have the iPhone 12 Max Pro, and sticking it in that pocket is already pretty tight, so to have this in the pocket and to have it charging was a little bit too much for me generally, so I had to kind of acquiesce in that sense. Next one, this is the best one and it's the biggest one, and we're going right into it. And again, the zippers go all the way to the bottom, so you can open it right up entirely. Here's that wire that I was talking about before that you can put your cord or your headphones through. I usually use these two mesh pockets here for all of my general stuff. So I have every single one of the cords. I always have a charger for everyone's objects or devices. Usually I keep my headphones in here as well, which is great. My battery, as a real estate agent, you always need an extra battery on you. Blocks to charge them all. And then the bottom mesh pocket, which today has a camera, which again, I'm gonna take out for now. I don't always keep it completely organized, but you know, it's your bag, you can do whatever you want with it. I just really value the fact that there is a pocket for everything. So coming over here, you can kind of see it already, but you have these two side pockets. In this one is empty, so it's really utilitarian for whatever I need it for. The bottom one, I have some cologne. There's also, it's this really cool thing, but I have no use for it personally. It's attached to the bag, and it's one of those like key card holders, so you could attach your key card or your keys to it, and essentially it'll just retract as you need it or not need it. It is kind of anchored down in here. Of course, I pulled it out, so I'm gonna have to put that back, but it even says the logo for Nomatic on it, which I thought was awesome. Right now, I have two different types of stands. One's actually more of a selfie stick, but the other one is a tripod. These are my lenses that I would have normally had in this second mesh pocket. So on the other side here, you have two more mesh pockets. In this one, I carry my DJI Pocket, the most convenient camera I've ever experienced in my life. And then down here actually is it's a whole sunglasses case that they give to you for free, Nomatic, when you buy the backpack. That's where I keep my sunglasses. Or if I switch out my glasses, then, you know, looking cool. Yeah. And then I have a nice glasses case. Now I'm gonna get to the more complicated part of the backpack. And I say complicated not because it's complicated, but because it has this crazy like mesh see-through pocket. And at first I was kind of confused because I was like, what could I potentially use this for? It's really helpful for accessing this pocket, which for me right now is essentially where I keep my HDMI cord and some hard drives in case I ever need to do some editing on the go. But really what this pocket is like, it's a shoe pocket. It can be for anything, right? It's your backpack, you can do whatever you want with it. But I love it because it hides my stuff away and it keeps the backpack clean. And when you're like really intentional about what you're keeping in particular pockets, it means that like, the main part of the backpack, which is this part for me, is open and ready for use for anything that I see fit. I'm gonna explain this mesh bag a little bit more, but before I do that, I'm gonna come back to it in a second. Probably most important part of the backpack, which is this part that stores your laptops, your tablets, and any other documents you may find necessary. So currently, and again, the zippers go all the way down, I've got a laptop pocket. Normally, if I have my other laptop, it's small enough to fit in this pocket, which is great. I think this is a 16-inch laptop, so like one of the bigger sizes that you can get. It's like a brick, and it fits perfectly in here, and it's even padded. If you have a tablet or a smaller laptop, you can even fit it in the front pocket, which is nice. I normally keep my documents in the side pouches like this, because this stays flat. There's no reason for this to bend. The whole thing itself actually feels like a pocket, and when, again, you have these zipped up on the side here, this becomes a really easy slot to just kind of slide things into. So, kudos to that. On the back here, you're gonna notice that it is all padded. Feels great, by the way. And it's got even a place for your spine, which I thought was really cool. But in here, on the side too, there are even more pockets. I don't think I would ever actually know what I could use this one for, but like it's a really convenient hidden pocket just to have and know that it's there. You have your side pockets that expand, so it's perfect for when I have water bottles or umbrellas, things like that. And then I want to point out to you that this backpack snaps. Not slaps, snaps. So it's got buttons up here that actually pull out, and you know, it's like wings almost. And what that's for is for tucking these in on the side here. And if you want to, maybe it's a heavy backpack that day and you want to not carry it on your back, or you just want to be a little bit more professional, it's got this side strap on both sides, by the way, that you can hold just like this. I thought that was cool because it keeps the straps in a way and you don't have to worry about them. Plus you can even hold it at the top still, which is good. I'm gonna get back to that last pocket that I didn't show you. In the middle here, you'll see between the last zipper and the zipper that is the main pocket, there is one more extra one. When you undo that one with this zipper that's here, this actually makes the whole bag expand, which is great because if you are traveling and maybe for only a couple days or so, this pocket is the pocket that makes this backpack the best backpack in the world. It's got its own zipper, so when you open that one, after you've opened your expansion zip, it exposes that pocket that I was talking to you about that has my HDMI cords and hard drives in it. If you're traveling and you're stacking this with clothes, 3 or 4 days at max, but it's really good. You can throw your shoes in here and keep them separate. You have this mesh pocket here, so that if you wanted to access that part from the front of the bag or not from this pocket, you can kind of just like curl this up on the side, and then you have full access to all of the other pockets that I showed you. About the straps themselves, which are really cool because they have this track on them which helps you be able to adjust where the straps actually connect. So if I throw this on my back and I want to strap it up because it's super freaking heavy, I've got that. And it even comes with 2 extra straps that connect on the bottom here for the waist. So there's a little loop here, and if you have them, it can kind of give you some extra support. So if you do have a lot of stuff in your bag, it's really good for that. So the first thing that really determined that this backpack was the one that I was looking for was the size. And there is a point where a backpack is too big. Either it is really heavy on your back or it just looks really awkward. That was one of the things that was nice about this. It was big enough to hold everything that I needed to hold without being so big that it was actually hurting me, probably because of the straps that make it so awesome to carry. And it doesn't look awkward on my back, even though it's a little bit more of a square shape. Now, one thing I will say is that I work out pretty regularly, and this is a really heavy bag, especially when it has all of my stuff in it. So I can't necessarily say I would recommend it to someone who's a little bit smaller or, you know, shorter, because they might have a hard time carrying this, especially if it's expanded. It's perfect for me, but for someone who might be a little bit shorter or smaller, I could essentially see that potentially being a problem if they got this bag. So for that reason, the size gets a B+. The second thing that I graded this on was its functionality, and the fact that you can hold it as a briefcase and a bag. It's designed so well. All of the pockets are flush. It makes it nice to carry. I know where everything is all the time. Nothing ever jumbles around in the bag. That made functionality an A+ for me. It's very minimalistic, which for me was awesome because I didn't want something that was flashy or something that would attract too much attention. So it's super minimalistic. Their logo is even like a gray color, so you can barely tell. I've gotten so many compliments even to this day about the design of the backpack. It deserved an A+ in that section. The third thing came down to capacity. And again, when you have a side bag, a man purse, an actual purse, whatever you want to choose to use, being able to hold everything that you need on the regular basis is super important. Yeah, I showed you all the pockets and how useful they can be for me as a real estate agent who goes to apartments all around the city with 2 different offices that I don't have to go to every day, but I need to bring my computer with me all the time. It just made made so much sense in terms of capacity, so it gets an A+ there. If you wanted to check out this bag, check out the link below and see for yourself all the different options that they have for bags, backpacks, suitcases, and things like that. It is 100% worth it. The fact that it's lasted me this long, amortize that out over the 3 years and say, all right, I've spent less than $100 a year on this bag. It's definitely worth the money that Nomatic is asking for. I may get a new backpack soon. The agency has some awesome backpacks that I wanted to explore, but I can't return it. So if I don't like it, I'm definitely gonna go back to this one, but maybe I'll give that one away. I just wanted to say thank you if you watched up to this point in this video. I really appreciate you and your time for watching it. Share this with someone you know who might find it useful. This is Easy NYC Real Estate, where normally I make real estate easy for you, but today I'm just making New York City life easier for you with this awesome Nomatic backpack. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.